Good morning.
So,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You probably can't tell, but it's very much still nighttime where I am. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, actually.
Where are you?
Hawaii.
Nice.
On Monday or Tuesday, I ended up getting a contract, a work contract in Hawaii, and I got here on Saturday.
Okay.
I was like, I'm just gonna set because I was gonna change. I was like, no, I'm just gonna set my alarm and we're gonna make it do what it do. They have me working night shifts anyway, so I'm like, I need to be up anyway. So
Okay. Well, that's nice. Congratulations.
thank you, thank you. How has the last, it's been 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
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 How has the last 2 weeks been with budgeting and app was not paid off yet, right? In November, right?
Next month.
Okay, okay.
Mhm. Next month that will be done. The only thing I messed up this budget was I completely forgot about my HOA.
Oh,
Oh,
is it quarterly?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the amount I pay for the HOA um is this so when I sold the things that I told you last time,
Yeah.
that amount that I got, I put towards Apple, but it was the same amount of HOA. So I was like, dang it. I was like, it's okay next time.
It's okay. It's okay. Yes. Yes. Just have to
Still
remember.
on
Yeah.
track.
Nice.
Yeah.
For my HOA, what I do in every dollar is I put in parentheses, I put HOA and then in parentheses, I'll put quarterly. Um, some of the stuff that's not every month, I'll put something in parentheses next to it. So when I see it, I can remember
Yeah.
that, oh, okay. And then I don't even put quarterly. What I do is put the month that is due. So if it's due again in January, if I say,
Hmm.
for instance, when you do your November budget,
Hmm.
I will put in parentheses because it'll be zero next month. So in
Right.
parentheses, I'll put January. So
I
it'll be
will.
a reminder up until then that, oh, okay, this is going to be added. So because my HOA is quarterly, my water bill is every 2 months. So
Okay.
that's kind of like my clue to myself that when it's due again. So I'll put the month that is due again in parentheses so you'll see it.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do that
Yes, yes. Do you have
then.
any questions for me?
Um, have you tried Airbnb before for
What do
your
you mean? Like
for
for
your
listing my
property?
properties?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's where my properties are listed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my properties are listed on Airbnb. They're also listed on Furnish Finders. Have you heard of Furnish Finders?
Mhm.
Yeah, Furnish Finders it was originally created for travel healthcare professionals, so travel nurses, travel scientists like myself. I'm on a travel assignment now. And so it was specifically made, it was Nurse Finders and it became Furnish Finders. But now a little bit of every profession, everybody is on there. People looking for housing for different reasons, sometimes midterm, sometimes long term. But that's a great platform if you're looking for more long term people.
Mhm.
And then I also have a direct booking website. So a lot of times, if someone booked through Airbnb with me and they want to extend or they want to come back again, I'd be like, okay, especially I have experience with them and knowing their, in terms of having just like they have reviewed really well with me, then I
Mhm.
will direct them to my direct booking site and I will allow them to book again because
Mhm.
Airbnb charges guests about a 15% fee and then they charge
Yeah.
hosts 3%. So
Yeah.
both the host and the guests get to save on those fees.
Okay.
So yeah, so I do direct booking. It's Sapphire Furnish. I mean, talking about Sapphire, Savannah Furnished Rentals. It's 4 a.m. I'm up. So yes, I use those. Those are the three that I just started using VRBO as well, Verbo.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that one's cheaper than Airbnb.
You mean in terms of, oh, you mean in terms for the guests?
Yeah.
I have to go and see what the fees are because the cheap part comes in depending on how much fees the platform charge the guests.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to look at that and see what the breakdown is. Because I don't know, I feel like the VRBO was charging the guests higher fees, but I don't know
Mm.
what it is specifically. But now I'm curious to go because I just started using them when I bought this other property in January.
Mhm.
Because it was just, instead of buy the room, because normally I do buy the room.
Mhm.
I was like, I'm gonna do the whole house, see how that model works. And that's when I started using VRBO. So I'm gonna look kind of new to Verbo. And so I'm gonna look and see what their fee breakdown is. But a lot of times, even when I'm looking for a place as a traveler, I'll look on both to see, like you say, compare the
Yeah.
fees, the rates, because sometimes, hosts can do promotions, they could do
Mhm.
special offers. You can even ask, like, hey, is there a way to get you know, a discount or something. I've had people ask me that all the time. I'm like, sure, I'll give them because you can give it like once they send the inquiry, you can send them a special offer. You can,
Oh,
yes. So I all the time. So as a traveler, you can definitely throw that out there. Shoot your shot.
no.
Yes. Do you have vacation coming up?
We're trying to do Dubai in April.
Dubai. Yes.
But
Yes.
I'm like, every time we set a place, I'm like, oh, but I want to go here. Oh, but I want to go here. So I'm like, just stop looking. We've already set it in our mind.
Yes. And then you could be like, okay, that's the next trip, whatever the next one is, right?
So bad at this.
Have you decided who you're going to go, what eight, like, how are you going to book your travel and stuff with for Dubai? You doing like a group travel thing, or you just going to wing it when you get there?
So I saw the flight and hotel package like on Expedia and Booking. Came out to like 1,300 total.
That's good.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, this is fine. Like I'm not gonna complain because I tried to do it separately and it was a little more. So I was like, I'll just stay with that. But as far as the excursions, we're gonna do that separately only because I'm never sure how my husband feels that day.
Oh, okay.
So I
Got
was
you.
like, let's do it separate. We'll take our time.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's it.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And you got plenty of time, even though I can't believe this year is like almost done.
No.
Like, I feel like we just got here. Like, what is happening?
It's fine. I'm ready for this year to be done.
Yes, yes. Now you asked about Airbnb. Is that something you're thinking about in terms of when you're ready to start investing, is doing like short-term, mid-term? Because you could do short-term rentals on Airbnb. You also can do mid-term, like month to month on Airbnb. Um,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah.
Um, yeah, we were thinking about just putting it out there, our thoughts, just because we're near Disney and near the airport.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I wonder. We're like, these properties cost so much money.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
like, it's okay because I remember my friend from Jersey, he always comes every year with his family, but they stay maybe 30 minutes out from Disney because it's expensive. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, people do rent out.
For sure. Like as many times as I've been to Disney, it's like I get an Airbnb or something that is, it doesn't have to be on site. Like
Yeah.
we're perfectly okay with being off site, like you say, 10, 15, 20 minutes away, nothing too crazy. And because you save so much money.
Mhm.
And when you save money, you can do more.
So I was like, oh, we can do that. We live right there because I'm 15 minutes from the airport.
Oh, perfect
Yeah.
location. And that's when you're thinking about okay, who like your market in terms of like the potential of who would be like renting your place. So like you said,
Mhm.
it's the airport. So you got business travelers. You even have airport workers, people that do seasonal work. I have because I'm not far from the airport. I'm not far from the beach. Well, I'm 45 minutes, but it's not far.
Yeah,
And
it's
yeah, and so when I got my place, it was originally for travel healthcare professionals, but I started getting other type of guests. I didn't even consider the airline. And
Mhm.
in like they have seasonal workers. So I have flight attendants stayed at my place,
Yeah.
pilots. So I was like, oh, and I'm learning about these different job types that people come in, they do work for like one girl, she comes to me like every year and she'll do like 3 months at the airport and then she'll go back home. So you have that. We have military bases, like three of them around where I am. We got the botanical garden. So it really open and SCAD, if there's a school or something nearby. Sometimes they do internships. They just need a temporary place to stay, but ideally furnished.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's definitely good to
That's
look
a
at your
lot.
market and see, like, okay, who would my tenants or I call them clients, but who would my clients or tenants be? So, but you're definitely like being near the airport, being near Disney, like that's checking all the boxes.
Yeah. Because I was like, I don't think I would want to rent out to any college students because I've seen the houses and my party days, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no.
And some people, like a friend of mine, that's what she does. She rents out to college student. I was like, bless your heart, but
Yeah. Mm.
she makes bank because you can pile them up in there and they okay with it.
Yeah, they are. I guess if it was like not the best property, but something that no, like I would never put them in my house right now.
Yeah, yeah. So it's definitely deciding like, okay, who do you want to market to? And then,
Yeah.
because even with Scab, the people
Mhm.
that come are usually like graduate students or they doing an internship, they
Yeah.
completed.
Like in Tampa, there's a cancer hospital that I
Mm.
know a lot of people from Puerto Rico get internships there.
See,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, perfect. And what you can do with Furnished Finders is you can just go to the site and put in your location and see other listings, what people are
Yeah.
charging, how their setup is. Because on Furnished Finders, you could do by the room or the entire house. So that kind of just give you an idea of the market and what's happening and how, popular or busy it is. And you can kind of
Yeah.
read the description because in the descriptions you can kind of see because they'll be like, oh, this place is best for, and they'll list all the different things. And so that'll give you an idea like, oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. Or like, okay, I was right on track with that. So that's
Yeah.
just, it's called furnishedfinders.com.
Okay. Yeah, I wrote that down.
Yeah.
Uh, I use the app that you were telling us in your mastermind.
Deal
Uh,
deal finder?
deal
No,
deal check or something.
deal check. Yeah. I use
Yeah.
so many apps.
There's a house in my community that's been on the market for months. And they
Ooh,
keep
that's
going
something.
down and down and down. But then I put it in deal check. I was like, oh no, this is not good.
All the numbers don't work. See?
I was like, oh no, no, no.
Even like one of my clients, she would subconsciously she would look for properties that weren't very expensive because in her mind she thought, oh, if I get it for cheap, it's going to be a good deal. And I'm like, that doesn't necessarily mean that because you have
Mm,
to look at what you can get for it in terms of income compared
yeah,
to what you're paying in, mortgage or expenses, what your expenses are. You have to compare that. And sometimes just because it's inexpensive property doesn't mean it's going to cash flow.
correct. I was like,
Complete
no,
opposite. Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
worth it.
But also too, when you see stuff like that, it doesn't mean it's not a deal. What it
Yeah.
does mean is, oh, well, what number will work, right?
Hmm.
And so based on, because a lot of times the the sellers are realistic in terms of what they're asking. But
Hmm.
when you have motivation, like it being on the market for months, and you
Yeah.
put their number in is like that, and that's probably why it's not selling because they overpriced it. But that hurts them. But what you can do is reverse engineer the numbers and see, okay, what number would work, and then you would make that offer to them, like, oh, unfortunately, we can't come at this price, but how do you feel about this price? And that's what
Yeah.
the counter offering coming into place. And so even if you see something that may not seem to be a deal, it's like, oh, well, what will make this work? Shoot your shot. They can say yes or no and keep it moving because I promise you, as the time go on and they're not getting offers, they're gonna remember your offer. Like, well, we did have somebody.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
But I was just looking at it to test out the app.
yeah, yeah. That's good to get an idea. Yeah,
But they went down. I think they first listed it at 420, which is the average around here. But
yeah.
now it's like at 390.
Is it
Hmm.
market
What's
ready?
wrong with
Does it
it?
need work?
Inside, it doesn't look like it needs work, to be
Mm,
honest with you. So I'm like, what's wrong with it? Why are people not buying it? Like it has a new roof.
mm,
Um, it definitely I would say just a paint job on the outside because it looks a little dirty.
yeah.
Uh, but the inside looks decent. Maybe a new kitchen
And
because
the
the
thing
cabinet.
is, yeah, and like you said, if the average of what houses are going for are 425, and if you compared it to other houses that's on the market, it's like y'all asking for this price, but your house is not
Yeah,
necessarily
yeah,
market ready. Yeah.
correct.
And so if they have an open house, I would encourage you to go.
Yeah.
Just to be like, okay, not necessarily make an appointment to go see it, but if they have an open house, I would
Mhm.
just go just to kind of, it's in the neighborhood
Yeah.
just to go see it. You don't have to make an
It's
offer
so
or
funny.
anything, but it's like just to kind of get an idea and feel of how things are going and actually like save it in
Mhm.
whatever wherever you're tracking it, save it. So when it does sell, you can see like what it finally went for versus what they were asking. So it's kind of good to kind of see that trail as well, to kind of get an idea of how things are going.
Yeah, I was telling my husband, I think the market's supposed like the prices are supposed to go down soon for
Holidays
houses.
coming up. People aren't moving during the holidays. I think gonna be on
Like,
there a little longer.
uh, maybe people are not buying it because they think the market's going to go down and then they're going to be paying more than they thought it was valued at.
Yeah, there's many things, and it's like I use apps like PropStream to look at the comps. You can do comps on Zillow or Redfin to see like what houses have sold for apples to apples, comparing them square footage, bedroom, bathroom.
Compared it to mine, and I was like, they had it priced correctly. So I'm
Okay,
like, what's wrong with
what's
it?
wrong? Yeah, there's so
Nothing.
many things that can affect the price, but yeah, when you do comps, you'll look at a couple of them that, and you're when you do comps, because your house wouldn't be a comp because you've been in your house a long time. So a comp would be a house that recently sold in the last 6 months.
Okay.
That's a true comp because that's what people are paying.
Yeah.
Independent of whatever you think your house is valued at, that's great. But the market determines the value.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you look at houses that sold that houses that's just like that. Because even on Zillow, there's a tab where it says buying,
So
sold, or
yeah.
rent. So you would
Mhm.
click over to that sold button, and then you would put in the parameters, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, the square footage. Usually I just keep it at that bedroom, bathroom, square footage. You want to look at stuff that's within a mile radius, and then you want to put in the filter 6 months. And then that's going to tell you what people are paying for that type of house. That's a comp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've just been looking around, just getting ideas for when we're ready. We're putting, we're budgeting in your spring
Yes,
course.
the spring cohort. Yeah. Fine, fun clothes. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll do spring.
Awesome.
Um, but yeah, we're excited.
Yes. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for you guys too. It's the last call. I'm gonna miss our meetings, but I just wanted to do today for our last call, just answer any questions that you may have, and also just kind of that like do a recap
Mhm.
of everything we've done in the past, what has been 90 days? No.
Yeah.
Yes, 90 days. Everything that we've done and just to kind of like honor all the things, the accomplishments that you've made and celebrate that because you did really well in a very short period of time, but it's just really keeping the momentum going. And so I'm going to share my screen. Mm, mm, mm. Home. Gotta pull it up. It's starting to smell good now. That lotion. No, at first I was like, I don't. Me too, bye. They probably sleep. Mm, all right, let's see. So I have this up. Let's do, now where is the Zoom? I always lose it. Oh, there you go. Love you, bye. Um, share. Was- My best friend came to visit me. We worked in Hawaii before. She just never left. That was 10 years ago when I first came here. We worked at the same hospital together. All right, so let's now go to Canva. Mhm. Presents. All righty. Final coaching call. Uh, let's think it's kind of like my screen. Mhm. Stash. All right, this is some of the recap and highlights. You've paid down over $2,000 in credit card debt using the debt snowball method. Consistently paying, I think it was like $1,800 extra on your Apple Card, nearly paid off. Don't forget to celebrate, like write it big, do a video, do a, all the things to celebrate and keep that momentum going. You've been able to track and manage. I think it's six. Is it six total? I can't remember. Six total debts plus the second mortgage.
Yeah. Yeah, six.
Yes. Yes. Create a debt tracking and personalized payoff timeline that we have, which I think is 2020.
It's 2 years, 2.5 years.
Yes. So that's 2028
Yes,
and
sounds
a
right.
half, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. And also that shower repair, getting that in there with a 0% strategy card. So those are the highlights over that's a lot of 90 days. Like you rock, like rock star. Like I love that. And sometimes we don't necessarily see the things we're doing because we're in it. But when you
Yeah.
step back and look at it, be like, oh, I
No,
did
it was
do. Even with the unexpected repair, you were able to kind of figure that out, navigate it, and make it happen and include it in there, so that's pretty awesome. Personal wins and growth, taking full control of your budget and monthly planning and tracking everything, identifying any emotional triggers around spending. You're doing your journaling and visualizing what financial freedom looks like for you on the other side, and then getting to the point of wealth building where you're learning how to make your money work for you. Improve consistency with tracking and checking in as well during this process. And have you completed the debt-free letter to inspire your future self?
yes, I have.
Yes, yes, yes. I love that. Celebrating the wins and then transitioning to wealth. What we talked about in our last call is the wealth builder starter package, just kind of getting into the idea of that. And you're already thinking about, incorporate real estate investing as a way to achieve financial freedom sooner than later and adding that into your bigger picture plan. And so the emergency fund, I'm going to maintain that at the 1,000 plus buffer. Obviously, if something happens, you make the adjustments, you pivot, and then you get right back to it. Um, and I have here any budget surplus, redirect to Roth IRA or investing, but we already have the budget surpluses going towards that. So, and I think you're already regularly contributing to your Roth IRA. So you just continue doing
Mhm.
what you're doing in addition to just making sure that it's allocated in your budget. Exploring passive real estate options, which we talked about, real estate investing. I'm sure you already have a high yield savings account, right? So it's not, Most of these accounts are 3 to 4%, but at least you're earning something while you're in this process. Your money is not losing value, so there's that opportunity in there. Defining short and long-term wealth goals for you and tracking your progress with your wealth tracker spreadsheet. And finishing, did you do the financial vision board? I can't
No,
remember.
I did the regular vision
The
board.
regular, yeah. And that's fine too. But we're coming up on the end of this year and then going into the new year. And so just preparing to think about what the future looks like for 2026 and possibly adding that financial goals onto your vision board for 2026. I have a free vision board party. It's virtual. Every year you're more than welcome to join it. And I just tell everybody to bring, your magazines, your scissors, your cardboard, all the things, and bring your favorite adult beverage. And we just kind of get on there. The last couple of years we've been doing the Canva one. So I always say, you because the idea of a vision board is to be able to see it. So we've been doing like the cell phone wallpaper ones. And then last year we did the Bengal cards, but that's something new to me. The Bengal cards for vision. So as you're doing stuff, you're kind of putting the marks on there. So that was kind of cool. So I haven't decided what the theme is going to be this year, but that's, be thinking about that and having some type of visualization on your financial freedom journey, maybe debt free and big, newspaper letters, like sooner than later, but that's something that you can add to your vision board for 2026. And we already talk about the listening to investing podcast. I think I've sent several books to you.
Thank you.
What are you reading now? Because I know I've sent many.
I'm actually, let me see. Where's my Audible? I am on, because I was telling you about the cell last time.
Yes.
Um, where is it? Don't know. Oh, here we go. I'm on like a more non-financial. Oh, Secrets We Keep.
I feel like I've heard of that.
It's a show too.
Oh, okay, okay. I was
Yeah.
like,
My one of my attorneys, she loves reading too, so we're always exchanging books. So
oh,
she gave me a
nice.
whole list of books, and then I exchange it with my best friend. So it's like a little thing going on here.
I love that. Put me in a loop too.
I will. I'll send you a screenshot of all of them.
Yeah. I was talking to someone and they were saying what their book reading goal was for the year. And they were like, they wanted to read 3 books. And so, but that reminded me of my book reading goal because a part of my vision board and on my Bengal card that I
Mhm.
did, it was to read 12 books. And I was like,
Okay.
I wonder, like 12 books for the year. And I was like, I wonder where I am in that because I didn't like I'm reading books, but I'm not thinking about the goal that I set for myself. And so what I did was I was like, oh, let me go on Apple Books because Apple Books would track the books that you've read on there. Because I've read a few off of there, but I also read some on there, so audiobooks and stuff. And so I was like, oh, I'm at 7 books. I was like, oh, I need to pick this because sometimes, with my reading, I'll be reading several books at a time, but then I'll stop reading. And so, but that conversation reminded me. So I'm really excited to get 4 more books. I still have to, obviously I have more time. I got, we're in the last, are we in the last quarter yet? Yes, we're in the last quarter, October, November. Yeah, we're in the last quarter of the year. And so now I got to really hone in and doing my 20 minutes, because usually what I do is 20 minutes a day.
Okay.
And so that really got me reinvigorated or reignited to not just start, because I'm always reading, but I'm always starting a new book, that Gemini stuff. Like, why am I reading 10 books at one time?
I
Like,
know.
The Gemini struggle. But just that
Indeed.
conversation just reminded me, like, no, focus, finish
Yeah.
one before you start another one.
hmm
But reading is always for me is like, what mood am I in?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so sometimes I'm in the mood for self-help and development, and
hmm
which is so strange because I read self-help development books in the morning. I can't read them at night.
Yeah, I agree.
At night, I'm reading some mindless book about some fictional character traveling somewhere and I'm living vicariously through the just mindlessness.
Well,
That's
it
what I
helps
read at night.
relax your mind after a crazy day, I think.
Yes. You don't want to think about goals and things.
No,
No,
I
not at
never
night.
fall asleep.
Because then it gets my mind turning like,
I
ooh,
know, and I'm writing a
and I'm
whole list.
writing it down like, oh, that's a good idea. And that just because again, the
Yeah.
Gemini brain is like, once you activate it, it's like, ooh, we go into action.
Yeah.
And so Coach Cal, he's the one that introduced me to Dr. Patty because she
Okay.
was his accountant. And
Oh, okay.
so yeah, so that's how I met her through him. But he was the moderator for my mastermind, but we have the podcast.
Okay.
We have the podcast together, which we're approaching the third season, and we just now are streaming on all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. I'm going to send you the link. You can follow us because at first we were just on YouTube, but now we're also on those other platforms. But we did like a class together. It was something virtual online, and as the lady on the call was giving like tips and suggestions, I'm like implementing them in real time. But
Yeah.
I'm like watching and listening to her, and I'm like, okay, bet I'm already in the notes app, and I'm sending him notes like, oh, do this, do that. And he's like, how are you?
Yeah,
How?
it's our brain. It's
I-
crazy. It's horrible sometimes.
but the
It's so
way we do it, he was mind blown. He was like, I've never learned like this. I said, listen, I
yeah.
have to like that's yeah, I think that's a Gemini thing. Like we
It's either that or we're just stop.
blah, right?
And then there's nothing, you're not getting anything out of me.
We're in and out. We're in or out. Like which like, but when we're in, we're in.
Yeah.
We lean all the way in. And like I say, sometimes to a fault, because I will go down a rabbit hole. Okay. I will go and I would get lost. But I love learning. I love just stepping outside of my comfort zone, even when it's scary. I'm learning to lean into the things that scare me, lean
Mhm.
into the things that may feel uncomfortable. Because I'm like, man, if you're leaning enough, if you show up enough, eventually the discomfort will go away. It becomes comfortable because now it's familiar.
Mhm. I agrate. That's
Yeah.
me with this business marketing. When we go to networking events,
Yeah.
I dread it. Hate it. I just don't like the small talk. And it's the same
A
people all the time. And I'm like, oh.
Amen, sister. I hate that small. Can we get to the point? Can we talk about what we're gonna talk about?
I rather go to coffee or lunch.
Yeah, my whole networking strategy, because I just really am not a fan of it in terms of
Mhm.
those settings. But what I do that makes it work for me is like, because I'm an introvert too.
Yeah.
And so what I do is I say, okay, Sapphire, you're going to collect 10 business cards or whatever the number is.
Yeah.
I'll give myself a goal. Meet 10 new people, get 10 cards. And I'll do the little banter, the little back and forth. But in my mind, it's like get these. I'm not really thinking about the small talk. I'm like, okay, I got my card. You can talk
I
about
gotta
whatever you want to talk. I don't even care what you're talking about right now because I got my card. And then what I do, it's like I'm celebrating about my card and you're talking about a cat or something. I don't know. But that kind of makes me be like, okay, because now it's like a challenge.
Yeah, okay.
It gives myself a challenge. It actually, in some subconscious way, it actually allows me to engage.
hmm
But I'm not just doing it just to be doing it because there is like, okay, what's the next step? So for me, it's not just to get the cards, it's also to follow up with them.
Yes.
I'll send them my calendar link, and it's a better control setting when we're on the Zoom, we're talking, I can hear better. I'm in my house, I'm more
Yes.
comfortable. So that's how my introvert Gemini networking strategy is.
I'm good with the follow-up. It's just walking in, I'm like, I'd just rather be at home.
Yeah. Give yourself a challenge, girl. It'll help.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, give yourself a challenge.
I know we're gonna have so many with these holiday parties.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
Right?
I
And when
have to go shopping now.
and then when the time change, I don't want to be outside. It gets
I
dark earlier. And to me, I don't like to be outside at night. See, now the summer, 9 o'clock, it get dark. So I can go to these little events because they're 6, 7 o'clock. I'm there, sunshine, everything. When the time change, forget about it.
no, not at all.
I don't want to be out there. And then when it gets slightly cold, cold for us, it's like I don't want to be outside my house.
It'll be fine. It'll go fast.
Exactly, exactly. I definitely do more virtual things in this season than actual in person. Like, no, I'm
Yeah,
hibernating like a bear.
yeah. I'm trying to participate in more virtual events because I feel like I'll get more in that way
Yeah,
um, than the in-person ones. Because even yesterday, I had to go to court for jury selection.
yeah.
I was like, I just want to go home. Like everyone was coughing and sneezing, and it's like, I don't belong out here. It was
The
just
people.
horrible. Yeah, I'm like, I'm like,
I call everybody Ronas. I say all the Ronas,
yeah,
short for coronavirus. I'm like, all the Ronas are out. And even when I got to Hawaii, the last time I was in Hawaii, well, the time before that, I should say, I was here in 2023 with my friend that just left. But then before that, I was here during the pandemic and living on Waikiki. There was nobody here, no tourists, no nothing. So it was perfect. And so right now I'm back on Waikiki. My hotel with my company put me, I'm on Waikiki. And girl, all the people, I was like, ah.
yeah. Yeah.
It's so many of them. And I was like, gosh, I remember during the pandemic, it was so sweet.
No, it was crowded when we went in 2019 in March.
Yes.
The traffic over there was crazy, but my brother lived on the east side
Okay. Yeah.
beach, and I just went to his house every day instead. It's like I should have just found an Airbnb around here. And then my sister was in the North Shore, so everyone was just spread
Spread
out.
out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I know. I learned my
And see, I've never driven here that I can think of. Like I figure I either do the Beaky bikes or I'll do the bus. I got my bus card, or I'll catch an Uber or Lyft because, like you said, yes. Um, you need to call the front desk because I'm in my room that I pay for. Thank you. Don't knock on my door. This man told me to stop talking so he can sleep. Mind you, he snores and I can barely sleep, but I'm not beating on the door. Like, so rude. Like, that's not my problem that the walls are thin. You know what I mean? Like, that's wild.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's wild. Like, I'm regular talking. I'm not even loud.
Okay.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so but yeah, the traffic here can be like horrendous. Um, and so here on the last dot here is I would really love for you to like follow up in 3 months. So we could just hop on a call and you just like tell me where you are, how things are going, just to kind of see your progress and everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, so final words from Coach Star as you've shown courage, consistency, and commitment. Again, kudos. You're such a go-getter, and I love that energy because it inspires me to be consistent, to keep going. Because even once you become financially free, like I'm now on the business side of using other people's money to make money, but that still becomes a debt. And even though
Yeah.
the business is the asset and it pays for the debt, I still don't like debt.
Yeah.
So me taking this contract assignment was or is an opportunity for me to pay down my business debt.
Okay.
And so yeah, and it's a crazy, like it's literally I'm here for a week and I'm working like 12-hour shifts every day. But to me, it's like, no, because I can pay down that business debt. And so, yeah. And again, debt doesn't define you, your decisions do. Everybody
Mm.
has debt, but the difference between you and them is that you have a plan, you have a strategy, and you're far ahead of the curve than most people. So again, kudos to you for that. Again, you now have the tools, the knowledge, and the mindset to create wealth. And I just love that for you, and not just you, but for your, for yourself, but for your family, for your kids, and for the people that are around you that's going to benefit for the version of you that's who you're becoming. So and who you're going to inspire more. So again, very, very proud of you and your transformation. Keep going, stay consistent. And when you book a call, just do because on my sapphirestar.com, I think there's like a book a call button. You could just use that. That's like usually what I use for consultations, but you can use that because it's a free call. But that way you can get on the calendar, you can book
Okay.
it at sapphirestar.com 3 months from now. And again, let's stay connected for the future, the next chapter of financial freedom. Let me stop share with that. Yes, and again, remember like all these videos, all the training that we've done is in that library. So if you want to go back and look at anything, you have the resources available to you as well. Yes, any final thoughts or questions?
No, just thank you. I feel like the beginning of this year, I was just so hesitant on doing anything. So me taking this leap was very helpful. Like you've helped a lot.
Yes, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that. So, and again, book the call and keep me in the book loop.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you some right now before I forget.
Yes, yes. And so I'll see you at the vision board party as well as 3 months from now, and then during the spring real estate cohort.
You'll send an email for the vision board?
Yes, so it'll come because you're a part of you're in my system. So when I send the event, but I'll send you a text too, like just in case it goes to spam, because sometimes it goes to spam. So I'll send that information to you as well. You'll see it'll come through an email, but I'll text it to you as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great week and holiday season. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Halloween, happy Merry Christmas.
You too. You take care.
Bye.
Bye.